Mic check. Mic check. How's the audio? Mic check 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. Oh, levels are good. Welcome everybody to Movie of the Week. Welcome to the Movie of the Week. What was that? Got sounds going on in my house, y'all. Hold on. Let me switch this over to this. All right, Movie of the Week. Welcome. What is the movie of the week? It's a podcast. Well, it's not really a podcast. This is only a 15-minute live that I explain the movie that we're watching this week. What is movie of the week? It is where the members of my channel, we watch a movie every single Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, a movie that edifies our mind, makes us rethink what the media is trying to put into our heads, what it's trying to indoctrinate us. We watch movies with a different lens. We look at it with a different eye than we watched it when we were just looking at it for entertainment purposes. Today's movie is The Color Purple. Oh, God. When is the last time you guys saw the movie The Color Purple? Well, for a long time, The Wiz and The Color Purple was my favorite films. For a long time, I tell you guys, I was the captain of the, hey, Kimberly, I was the captain of the Simp Beta Man Club. Kimberly, come on, pull up in the movie theater if you're watching with us tonight. But now we're going to watch The Color Purple a little bit differently. We're in this dating and mating space of 2022. In the Black community particularly, we talk about this movie, The Color Purple, and we want to know, although, and I hear the people coming into the movie theater. I'm going to let you guys in just a second. One of the questions we have is, what kind of movies did we watch back in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s that was kind of shaping the way we looked at Black relationships between men and women, marriage between men and women? And was some of it just clear bullshit and just kind of like put a boogeyman out there in a lot of our relationships to make us fight and have a lot of infighting and not even realize the psychological damage that it was creating? Or was it absolutely 100% true by and large? Not saying that specific instances of violence and domestic violence particularly didn't take place, but was it so widespread that it should have placed fear in the hearts of many people who wanted to be married, wanted to have a fruitful, long-lasting relationship, and it caused tension where, tension wasn't really there. It created fear where fear shouldn't have even been a consideration. Fear, what do they say, is that's what's the acronym for fear? Wait, f- something appearing real. Wait, I forget the acronym for fear. Something appearing real. False evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. Has a lot of these movies, The Color Purple in particular, the one that we're getting ready to watch tonight, has it put a, thank you, Kimberly, exactly, false evidence appearing real? Has The Color Purple placed a lot of false evidence that made it look real in our communities where it really wasn't? And so now there's tension between Black women and Black men, and a lot of misters. There's misters all over the place. And if you get with a man in the Black community, he gonna treat you like mister. If you marry that Black man's son, he's gonna beat you like Harpo tried to do Sophia. We're gonna watch this movie tonight, but we're gonna watch it a little different than we normally have. So I want you guys to pull up. We normally start the movies at 7:15. It is now 7:10. come on in to the movie theater, and then we'll be getting ready to get started. And we're gonna watch this a little differently than we watched it in the past. We're gonna watch this a little differently than we watched it in the past. So I appreciate you guys coming on, and we're gonna get started in just a second. Hold on a second. Let me see. Dorethia, we got you. I'm gonna let you in just a second. Kimberly, are you coming up? We're gonna get started in roughly 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Oh, my back is hurting. The Color Purple won a lot of cool. Won a lot of Oscars. The Color Purple also set Oprah Winfrey in motion to create the Oprah Winfrey Show. This is the movie that broke Oprah Winfrey out. Well, I don't know if it was written. It was written by. It's The Color Purple is an adaptation of a book by. I forget her name, but Steven Spielberg was the director. And from a directorial standpoint, from a film cinematography standpoint, the movie is fantastic. I think it was released in 1984, 83, 84, somewhere around that time. And the movie has made a huge impact in the Black community. And it gone on from there to go on to stage plays. I've been to the Color Purple stage play. I remember going. Did I go? I went when I was married. In my first marriage, I went. It's interesting because now I think about it, and I think about the conversations I've had with men and conversations I've had with women, and the fear that they talk about when it comes to being in a relationship. So many women believe that, have you ever met somebody who's taken on the problems or basically adopted the issues of other people's relationships but never really experienced it themselves, and they take it on so hard and so heavy that it's almost as if they've gone through that trauma themselves? A lot of people love going to pity parties. A lot of people, I'm coming, y'all. A lot of people love going to pity parties. They attend these pity parties. They get the invitation and they go. And the next thing you know, they're talking and speaking about trauma that they never experienced themselves and never seen. But because they've been so convinced on how real that fear is, despite if the evidence is false or not, that they've taken that on and it's affected their lives, and they've run themselves into a rut that they can't get themselves out of. It's almost like Stockholm syndrome, where you end up loving your captors, and you got people who will put this fear on you, and they love the story. It's so romanticizing that they adopt this story as if it's something that they've gone through and they've never experienced anything like it. Island Gal, you've never seen. You know what? You get the passes because you weren't born in America. You were from the islands. I can't believe that you haven't seen The Color Purple. So Island Gal, you're gonna love this movie tonight. This is The Color Purple and The Wiz was two of my most favorite films for the last 30 years. Now that I'm looking at The Color Purple a little differently after I've been divorced twice, I'm starting to realize, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. This movie I adored and loved so much, this is bullshit. But I'm gonna hold my thoughts. I'm gonna hold my thoughts for when we watch it. We're getting ready to watch it together. We're gonna analyze this together, and you tell me what you think. This also speaks to dating as well. Hey, Drea. This movie also speaks to dating. I use The Color Purple as a benchmark for when dating wasn't what people expect it to be now. People, the whole dating and the diamond ring is diamonds are a girl's best friend, and that whole thing. Hey, if you're strong cipher, pull up. Getting ready to watch. We're getting ready to start the movie in shit. I should already be starting it right now. It's already 15 minutes after. But listen, let me explain. There was no really dating before the turn of the last century. before 1900, we really didn't date. There wasn't really any, you'll see it in the movies, but that's just the embellishment of the writers and the producers that's making the movie more palatable for people of today. Going on romantic dates into the movies, into the dinner, and going on cruises along the highway, along the coast and shit, that's all modern. Notice what happens in the beginning of The Color Purple when Albert needed a wife. What he did. That is how it was done. And that's how it was done for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. It's only in the last 120 years or so that we've changed the way men and women interact when it comes to dating. And therein lies our issue. We are more divorced, more unhappy men and women. Men and women are the most unhappy, most divorced, most disconnected across all cultures than we've ever been in the history of man. I don't think anybody would dispute that. Anyways, without further ado, we always do this live, and we're getting ready to. Hold on one second. I'm just talking. Hold on one second. Okay, my screen froze. No, I do believe there should be dating. I absolutely do believe there should be dating. I don't believe that there should be dating for 7 years. People be like, man, I've been with my man 7 years. We finally get married. There's people. I don't think dating should go longer than 2 years. I don't think dating should go longer than 2 years. So, Dre, can you take care of that? Oh, can I do it from here? I think I can. Yeah, dating. Anyways, let's talk about it in the back chat of this film. I don't want to talk about it here. I want to get started. I appreciate you guys pulling up. We're getting ready to stop this show. If you want to know how to watch these films with us on my YouTube channel, just go over to the community tab. And if you're a member, now this is available only to the members of the channel. So anybody can be a member, and it's all levels. You can watch the films with us. It's just for members only. You'll see there's 2 posts in there. For members can see it. Subscribers can only see one, but members can see both posts. It's the poster of The Color Purple, and it's the first one that says private information for members only. If you don't see that, it's because you're not a member, and you'll need to become a member, and I'll let you in. All right. I appreciate you guys pulling up. Without further ado, I see people is pulling up into this, but I'm getting ready to end this early. We always stop this 15 minutes after. We're getting ready to start the movie Color Purple, and we're going to watch this movie a little differently than we watched it before. We're going to see if this movie has helped or hurt the Black community. And we'll see how it goes from here. All right. Appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.